Namaskar, hello and a very warm welcome to CIT NCRT's special live phone-in interactive program. And here we are with our 5-day training on Diksha, that is a digital infrastructure for knowledge sharing. And today is the day 2, where we are going to discuss the topic Energized textbook and digital resources. Well, if you have seen the day 1, the topic was the policy perspectives and scope in education, Diksha. You must be knowing that what we are going to discuss this program, and if you have any questions, any queries, please reach out to us. You can participate in this program, you can register yourself. There are so many ways through which you can register yourself, and I'll be explaining you the entire process towards the end of this program. So once again, let me tell you that if you have any questions, you can share those questions through our YouTube channel, which is NCERT Official. In the live chat box, write down your questions, your queries, and share them with us. And if you want to email us your queries, the email ID would be training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in. At this moment, you're watching us on either channel number 6 to channel number 12. And if you have questions you want to call us, the number would be 8800440559. So there are multiple ways through which you can connect with us, through which you can raise your queries regarding our today's topic. And we have 2 guests with us. Let me please introduce to you my first guest. She is Dr. Gulshan Mufid. A very warm welcome to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Tanvi.
And we also have with us Dr. Prachi Sharma. A very warm welcome to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Tanvi.
So, both our experts are senior academic consultants from CIET NCRT, that is Central Institute of Educational Technology. And let me tell you that this entire series is also organized by CIET itself. And we have, yesterday, we have received some great response from all our viewers. And if you are watching us right now, so we'll be expecting your questions towards the end of the program. So, let's just begin this program, this discussion. But before that, I have an announcement to make, that is regarding India's G20 presidency. So, we are extremely proud of the fact that India assumed G20 presidency and would convene the G20 Leaders Summit for the first time in the country this year, that is 2023. A nation deeply committed to democracy and multilateralism, India's G20 presidency would be a watershed moment in her history, as it seeks to play an important role by finding global pragmatic solutions for the well-being of all, and in doing so manifest its true spirit of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, or should I say, the world is one family. So with that, we already discussed a few things yesterday, that what are the policy perspectives, and there's a lot of scope in education, in teacher education, and also we discussed certain portals, certain resources which are available on Diksha portal. So we're continuing with our yesterday's session only. So my first question would be to Dr. Gulshan Mufid. Ma'am, would you like to tell us that what exactly is energized textbooks, and also how you can elaborate it, and how is it even related to our topic of today, our theme for this week, that is Diksha?
Yeah, sure, Tanvi. So, as the topic of today's session is energized textbooks and digital resources. If we talk about energized textbooks, the energized textbooks has a particular QR code through which we can access multiple type of resources which are connected to that particular textbooks. So, we all often have heard digital textbooks, the traditional textbooks and the energized textbooks. So, the main difference between traditional textbook, that is also called physical textbooks, and the energized textbook is that energized textbooks always contain a particular QR code through which user can scan that QR code and access all the resources, all the material which is connected with that particular textbook. As you can see in this slide, there is a picture in which it depicts that the user is scanning the QR code to access all the material, all the resources. It can be chapters also, it can be the additional resources also, which better can explain that chapter by scanning that QR code. So energized, the main thing is that energized textbooks always have QR code, and Diksha has large number of energized textbooks on it. It has more than 6,000 energized textbooks on Diksha, and if we talk about NCERT has more than 360 textbooks, energized textbooks on Diksha. So I was also talking about digital textbooks. So digital textbooks are the normal traditional textbooks which are available online. You can access them, those textbooks online. It can be also called e-textbooks, and they can be downloaded, they can be printed and also accessed online, but they do not have any QR code. So this is a main difference between digital textbooks and the energized textbooks.
Okay, so we got an idea about the difference between digital textbook and energized textbook. Ma'am, would you like to tell us any major difference between these two, or any similarities between these two?
Yeah, energized textbook, the similarity is they both are available online.
Okay.
But the big difference is that if you want to access multiple type of additional content in a textbook which is available online, it can be accessed with that particular QR code which is embedded on that energized textbook. But in digital textbooks, the QR code is not there. There can be multiple resources, but you cannot, the user cannot access those resources. Those resources may be available online only.
Okay.
So it can be said, like if I give an example, that I can access through a QR code scanner, the QR code with the help of my mobile, and I can access all the resources which are embedded in that particular energized textbook. So this is the major difference between a energized textbook and digital textbook.
Okay, so we can say that this is how energized textbook is different from digital textbook.
Yeah.
Anything else you would like to add regarding digital textbook?
Yeah, digital textbooks are the normal traditional textbook. Like you must have seen the textbooks available online on Amazon.
Yeah.
Also, the users purchase those books online, or they can access, if there is permission to access that particular textbook, they can access that textbook online also. Or we can take the example of Kindle also. In Kindle also we can access textbooks, but those textbooks are only the digital textbooks. We cannot say that those textbooks available on Kindle or on Amazon can be energized textbooks. So this is about some digital textbooks.
Okay. Ma'am, if we talk about the different forms of digital resources available on Diksha, what will they be?
Yeah, there are plenty of resources. We have classified them in a major categories. Plenty of resources available there. The resources are in the form of pictures. The resources are available in the form of infographics. The resources are in the form of assessment items. So there are number of resources, and if the user explore the resources on Diksha, they can find the mind maps are there, they can find the simulation also, they can find the infographics also. So there are a number of resources which I will show in one of my slide also in a very elaborative manner. Yeah, here you can see the digital resources are as I was explaining, it is in the form of images, it is the videos are also available also on the Diksha, and the resources are in the form of audios also. There are interactive games, there are worksheets also where the teacher can take out the printout of the worksheets. They can the teacher can distribute that worksheet to the students, and students can attempt those worksheets. So parents handbooks are also there. There are the virtual lab contents are also there, and if the user have seen, there is a separate vertical of virtual lab on Diksha. in which multiple type of experiments are available there. Assessment items are also there in on Diksha, and the teacher can also create. The best feature of Diksha is that the teacher can also create the assessment items through that through the Diksha portal also. So it is one of the best feature of Diksha, and many type of activities are also there where the teacher can engage students in those activities. Lesson plans are also there for teachers. Teacher and student courses are also there. You must have heard about the Nishtha courses. Nishtha is presently online on Diksha. So Nishtha courses are also there, and time to time we often launches the quizzes also on Diksha. So recently the Bhasha Sangam quiz is also going on Diksha. Like interactive games are also there on Diksha. So these are the multiple type of resources which the user can access, and the user or the stakeholder can be benefited from these e-resources and e-content.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am, for elaborating all the resources that are available on Diksha itself. So now that we know that these resources are available on Diksha, how can we access these resources on Diksha portal? Prachi ma'am, would you like to answer that?
This is a very relevant question. So Dr. Gulshan has already beautifully explained what is the difference between energized textbooks and digital textbooks, and she also explained there are lots of resources are available on Diksha portal. Variety of resources are available on Diksha portal. So I think there are more than 3 lakh resources are housed in on Diksha portal. So this is very important to know the ways so we can access these resources on Diksha portal. So we can see here the ways to access resources on Diksha portal. There are 3 ways to access resources on Diksha portal, that is mobile app, via portal and via QR code. So via mobile app user can access resources on Diksha portal. So how a user can access resources on Diksha portal via mobile app? First of all, to access resources via mobile app, the user download this Diksha app on the mobile. User has to open Play Store, then would type Diksha app and install Diksha app on their devices. You can see the login option here. You can see in the screenshot a login option. User has to click on that login option. When he or she has clicked on login option, he or she will get this screen on her or his mobile. Here you can see the multiple options are here. First, he or she has to enter her or his email address and mobile number. You can see, you just enter your email address, then just enter your password and click on the login. This is the basic step that user has follow to login on mobile app. And the second option, you can see, you can directly login by Google account. If you have a Gmail account, you can directly login by click on login with Google. You can directly login with your Gmail account. So after login in your mobile app, you can see the screen will appear on your mobile, where you have to select some fields like board, medium and class. So user will select the board, user will select the medium and user will select the class. After this, user will click on finish option. Then he will get the relevant resources that with respect to the particular class will appear on the mobile app. So by mobile app, user will get these resources on user will get the resources from Diksha mobile app. Second option will be a user can access resources via browser. So what we will do, when we click, you can see on the screen, when we click the URL diksha.gov.in in any browser. So when you click on this URL and you will get this screen. You can see some small form is appear on the screen. Here you have to select the board. Again these fields are similar to the mobile app. So we have to select, user will select the board, which board he has to see, and next is medium. User has to select the medium of the resources, and next is class. User has to select the class, then click on the submit button. After click on submit button, user will get this screen on this pop-up on the screen. Here user has to select the role. Here you can see the multiple roles are given on the screen, teacher, student, parent, school or other. So user has to select some role. Once you select the role, you have to click on continue button. When you click on continue, you will get this screen. Here you have to mention your name, your role, your state and district. After filling this in these fields, you have to click on the submit button. When you click on submit button, you will get the Diksha portal. Here you can see the home page of Diksha. To explore the resources, we have to fill certain fields like board, medium, subject and grade. Now we will go direct to the portal and we will see how we can access resources from Diksha portal. So I am here, you can see the URL diksha.gov.in. When you click on this, this is the home page of Diksha.
Okay.
You can see.
Ma'am, can we say that now you're showing how can we access these resources via the Diksha portal?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is the portal of Diksha. Now I am showing how we can access resources via portal.
Okay.
How we user can navigate resources from Diksha portal.
Okay.
So when this is the URL of Diksha, diksha.gov.in. So this is the home page of Diksha. Here you can see some fields are appearing on the top of the screen, that is home, dashboard, about Diksha. This is the option for download the app from the browser, and this is the contribute option. Here on the left hand side you can see some fields are given. Here you can see the explore Diksha. By clicking on this, we can explore the resources from the Diksha portal. Here you can see the NCERT, CBSE, NIOS and state tenants are given on the Diksha portal. On state explore, you can see a drop down here. By clicking on this drop down, you can see the state list are appearing. So if you want to see any particular resources published by the particular state, you can choose that state, and after choosing state, when you click on explore, you will get the resources that is published by that particular state. Similarly, if you want to see resources which are published by NCERT, so we will click on this explore button and you will get the resources. After that, we have to select board. As I already mentioned, we have to fill some fields like board, medium, class, subject. When we fill this field, we will get the resources from the especially published by NCERT. Now I will click on this explore button. When I click this explore button, you will get the resources linked, you will get the all resources from the here. You can see all resources are appearing on the screen on the Diksha portal. Now I am selecting board. So there are some I think internet issue. So it is taking some time to selecting.
Okay. So, ma'am, would you like to explain the options when you selected CIET NCERT in it? The first option is, the one you selected is? What's the first option that you selected?
That is board.
Board.
Yes, we have to select board. Then we have to select a medium, in which medium we are want to see the resources on the Diksha portal. We are want to see resources, search resources on Diksha portal. Third one is subject and then grade. So in the meantime, I will explain the another way how we can access. So another way you can see at the top of the screen, the search option. So search option is a very simple option. We all know the how to search resources in any portal. So similarly, we can search resources in Diksha portal by typing that particular topic. So here I am typing a types of cell. By clicking on it, you can see all resources with respect to the this particular topic are appearing on the screen. So by searching, by typing that particular topic or particular theme, we can search resources on the Diksha portal. So the another way to search on to search resources on Diksha portal is by scanning QR code. As I already mentioned, we have a Diksha app by which we can access resources, access Diksha resources. So we have a Diksha inbuilt QR app also. So when we click this app, when we open Diksha app, we have a scanner, or when we scan any QR code which are printed on physical textbook, when we, as Dr. Gulshan has already explained the features of Energized textbook, is we have to scan that particular QR code by the scanner. So Diksha, in Diksha we have a Energized textbook, and Dr. Mufid has already mentioned we have a more than 3000 textbooks. Energized textbooks are housed on Diksha portal. So when we scan any QR code from Diksha app, we will get the resources directly on our mobile phone. So let's see how we can access resources by by scanning QR code. Here you can see I have a textbook of class 9, science textbooks of class 9. Here you can see a QR code is given on the first page. Now I am opening Diksha mobile app. Here you can see a scanner. By clicking on this,
Yes. Ma'am, would you like to just show the phone to the screen?
Yes.
To the viewers as well? Yeah.
Yes. I hope my phone is, yes, you can see after scanning the QR code odd chapter linked to that particular textbooks are appear. You can see the chapter 1 and you can see the resources which are mapped with this particular chapter are appearing. Here you can see the video.
Yes, they are
You
very
can
much
see-
visible.
Yes, yes. So you can see the different types of resources which are mapped, that particular chapters are appear on your mobile phone. So this is the very simple way to access resources on Diksha portal, Diksha mobile app, by scanning QR code. So we have a QR code based on the chapter which I have scanned only. So similarly we have a QR code which is the based on particular chapter. Here you can see the chapter number 1 and QR code is mentioning here. Now I am clicking that QR code which are printed on chapter. So after clicking on this, you can see we landed with the directly to the chapter, and you can see the resources are particular map that particular chapter. You can see the textbook, that the PDF that particular chapter. You can see the additional learning material which are mapped that this chapter are appear on the screen. So likewise we can access the resources through QR code. So this is how we can access resources from Diksha portal. We can here you can see the search or enter QR code option. So if you don't have any scanner app and you want, if you and you have the QR code number, so by QR code number you also access the resources from Diksha portal. Here you can see the search or enter QR code option. Like I have a QR code number, that is 0964 CH01. Here you can see that particular chapter are appearing on the screen. So by entering that particular QR code number, you can access the particular chapter, particular textbook from the Diksha portal. Here you can see, if I click on that chapter, you can see on the right hand side the categorization of that particular TOCR appear. On Diksha portal we have a e-textbook, like we have the chapter that particular, we have the PDF that particular chapter, we have a explanation content, that is audio content, video content, we have a practice set. Dr. Mufid has already mentioned we have a different variety of content on the Diksha portal. So she already mentioned we have a practice questions, we have a learning resources, we have a resources for parent also, we have a resources for teacher also. So likewise you can see the category of resources are on the Diksha portal. When we click on e-textbook, you will get the PDF that particular chapter. Here on the right hand, on the left hand side you can see the PDF. We can full screen that particular resource. So you can see the chapter, and the next category is explanation content. When we click on this, you can see the different the video resources which are mapped with this particular chapter is appearing. So by clicking on any video, you can see the video. Here you can see some icons also. So here you can see 3 bars. If you want to download, we can download resources from Diksha portal. If you want to download this resource, so what we can do, we click on these 3 bars. Here you can see the option of share and download. By clicking on share, you can directly share the particular link to the stakeholder, which and you can here you can see the copy link also. So you can copy and share the particular link, and by clicking on download you can directly download that resources. Similarly, you can directly share these resources from this link also, this option also. Similarly, if you want, if I click on this e-textbook and I click on these three words, here you can see the option of print. So you can directly print this particular PDF from the Diksha portal. So these are the some functions of Diksha portal. So you can see, we have seen the explanation content. Here you can see the practice item. Here you can see the practice item which are in assessment form also. So we can create, as Dr. Mufid had explained, we can create assessment on Diksha portal. So we can create different types of assessment on Diksha portal, like multiple choice question, like fill in the blanks, short answer. So these types are we can create these types of assessment on Diksha portal. So this is the learning resources. You can see the number of resources and number of resources are mapped with this particular chapter. So this is the very useful to the student. Student or teachers may get the relevant additional learning material to that particular chapter from the Diksha portal. So this is the resources for teachers also. You can see the lot of resources are mapped with this single chapter. This single, I think more than 20 or 30 resources are mapped this single chapter. Here you can see the description. So this is the description of that particular resource, and you can see about the content. Here you can get the information about the who is the author of that particular resource, what is the license. We have a very liberal license for additional learning resources. So we have so these information are given on the about the content. So this is how we can access resources on Diksha portal, and these are the categories in which resources are mapped on the Diksha portal, and these are the different types of resources which are available on Diksha portal.
Thank you ma'am for explaining each and every bit in which the viewers can operate these resources on Diksha portal. Thank you once again. And ma'am, you showed us these resources on Diksha portal. They are available, we can all see them, and there is a variety of them. But would you like to tell them, are they available in Indian Sign Language as well?
Yes, we have resources in Indian Sign Languages, and we have a video program in Indian Sign Languages, and we have some ISL dictionary words on Diksha portal. We have more than 10,000 dictionary words are available on Diksha portal. So again we will follow the same step as I already mentioned. We will click on explore by searching. So you can search any textbook by entering that name. I have searched the textbook Marigold. You can see the Marigold textbook is appear on the screen. I am clicking on it. Again you can see the textbook. Do you see? This is the, you can see the all chapters. When we click on particular textbook, you can see the right hand side, all chapters are appearing on the are linked on the with the textbook. This is the replica of physical textbook. This is the most important and beautiful thing of Diksha. We have a replica of physical textbook on Diksha portal.
Okay.
So now we see any we have a ISL, we have a resources in ISL. So you can see the sign language video. We have a category of sign language video, and this is the video which is mapped with this particular chapter. So, you can see so this is the how ISL video is linked on, this is the ISL video is linked on Diksha portal. So, this is an we have a ISL video in most of the chapter. In primary section we are working in secondary and senior secondary level. So, currently we have a ISL video from mostly in from classes first to 5th. So, this is how you can see the explanation content. This is a video, audio, you can see the practice item also, and you can see sign language video. So, we have a variety of resources in for children with special needs on Diksha portal. So,
that's actually a very great initiative, and all the students who are who cannot hear, they can see that, and the sign language will definitely help them understanding the entire chapter.
Yes, I want to add one more thing also. We have a audio book also on Diksha portal for the children with special needs. So, we have a complete audio book also on Diksha portal.
Wonderful, that's just great. And ma'am, would you like to tell us that are there any other resources available for the children with special needs? Gulshan ma'am, would you like to tell us that?
Yeah, there are a number of resources sorry, which are available for children with special needs, specifically which Dr. Prachi also has mentioned, that we have a dictionary on Diksha which contains 10,000 words, and those words also have the video in Indian Sign Language. And moreover, we are also having audio books on Diksha which are in number of 3,800 something, and also we have 954 textbook based ISL videos on Diksha, and very soon we are also going to launch a separate vertical for children with special needs also on Diksha. So, we are already have a lot of content on Diksha, and we are planning to upload more content on Diksha for children with special needs.
Okay, so we can say a lot more to look forward to.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to share certain examples of the digital resources which can be beneficial for the students, of course, and teachers?
Yeah, digital resources, as I have already mentioned, there are many types of resources, and Dr. Prachi has also demonstrated the resources on the portal and how we can access those resources via mobile app and via QR code, scanning the QR code also. So, the digital resources which are available on Diksha are in the form of infographics. The resources are in the form of images, they are in the form of diagrams also, they are in the form of maps which you can find in the textbooks of social sciences, and of course we are having graphs also on Diksha. So, like we have a broad category of resources which Dr. Prachi has mentioned, that the broad category of digital resources are explanation resources, under which there are multiple type of resources which I have already mentioned, and the learning resources are also there. So, whenever user wants to access the resource, he or she can access according to the explanation resource, according to the learning resource, or if at the technical end, if I want to say, we can upload the same resources category wise. So, like multiple resources are there, we have already demonstrated it.
Okay, so these resources are definitely beneficial for the students as well as for the teachers, and we've got to understand so many things in our today's program, that what are energized textbooks, what is the difference between energized textbooks and digital textbooks, and how you can scan the QR code that is mentioned in your books and you can have access to those books in your mobile phone or your digital resources itself. So, I'm sure you are definitely enjoying this program, and there's a lot to look forward to. Today's only day 2. We still have day 3, day 4 and day 5 left, and a lot of information to be shared with you. So let me tell you that how you can be a participant in this particular program, how you can register yourself. If you have not done that yet, please do it. I would request you to do it right away. So let me show you the process right now. All you need to do is type CIET in your Google, and this is the home page you will get. So you can see so many options are here. So this is the option called events. If you scroll it further, the third last option is workshop/training. Please click on it. Another page will open. If you scroll this down, you can see in the current activity which is mentioned, Diksha, digital infrastructure for knowledge sharing from 27th of March to 31st of March. If you click on this, another page will open. And this is all the information that you need, that you require regarding this online training going on Diksha. Here is the certain introduction and the schedule mentioned. Each and every day we bring you a different topic. Our tomorrow's topic for 29th of March would be virtual lab and vocational education vertical. So please come back here sharp at 4 o'clock and we'll discuss this topic in detail. This is the objective of this online training, and who all can participate. If you are a student, if you are a teacher, if you are a teacher educator, if you are a parent, if you are an administrator or general public, you all can participate. These are the details of our entire online training, the 5-day training, and with the experts' names mentioned in it. This is the way you can participate. If you click on this link, you can fill up the form and be a participant, or just scan the QR code from your mobile phone itself and you will be registered instantly. Well, if you scroll it further down, here is the YouTube channel of ours, that is NCERT Official, on which this entire online training is going live. So we are going live at this moment, and the recorded program which was done yesterday, this would be shown in this particular link. You can click and watch the programs which have already been done. Here would be the quiz link which will be given to you on 31st of March 6 p.m. and it will be valid till 21st of April 6 p.m. So you will have 20 days to be a participant, and you can participate in this quiz. Once you receive 70% and above marks, you will get the certificate. Here, like you can read, participate in the post-session quiz, score 70% and above to get the certificate. If you have any feedback, any queries, please click on this link and submit the form. And for queries, this is our email ID, which is training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in. So there are multiple methods through which you can connect with us, and just have a look at this website at your end, read it out so that you can understand the objective of this online training on Diksha. And let me tell you that I can very proudly say that at this moment, approximately 33,000 people are watching this program through various parts of the country. So thank you so much for being a part, and I really think that you all are enjoying. You have posted certain good comments, like we are having good information. It's very knowledge sharing. So thank you so much for all the compliments, and actually the credit goes to the two of our experts. Thank you so much, Dr. Prachi. Thank you so much, Dr. Gulshan.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And they actually shared so much information in this particular program. And tomorrow we'll come back again at the same time, 4 p.m. on the same platform, NCERT Official. That is our YouTube channel. And I hope that you all will join once again on day 3 as well. So at this moment we are wrapping up this particular program. I would like to thank you once again for giving us your time on this particular program, and our next program is extremely important, which is our Sahyog, that is guidance for mental well-being of the children, and the topic of discussion would be importance of positive mindset during examinations. So a lot to look forward to once again, and please raise your questions if you have any, and I am sure that the experts will be more than happy to answer all of them. So for now, I'll take a leave of you, and keep on watching eVidya channels. Before we leave, let me just tell you once again that we are extremely proud of the fact that India assumed G20 presidency and would convene the G20 Leaders Summit for the first time in the country this year, that is 2023. A nation deeply committed to democracy and multilateralism, India's G20 presidency would be a watershed moment in her history, as it seeks to play an important role by finding global pragmatic solutions for the well-being of all, and in doing so manifest its true spirit of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, or should I say the world is one family. With that, thank you so much. Please take care. Namaskar.